Hey TVZ, I watched your video and I understand where you're coming from. In fact, I did the very same thing when I watched that documentary, Freedom to Fascism. I did a double take when I heard that it wasn't constitutional to impose that income tax. Well, actually, I was excited about that at first. But the first thing I did was the same thing you did. I went to Wikipedia and I read that exact article. As I heard you reading it, I recognized the words. And yes, I don't think that's the best argument against the income tax's legality, is that the 16th Amendment was never ratified. We'll just say it was ratified. However, that doesn't mean that most Americans really owe an income tax. And in fact, there's a very detailed look into the laws, the IRC, Internal Revenue Code laws that describe the income tax and talk about what is and what is not taxable income and who can and can't be taxed for their income. And if you go to Google Video and you look at a documentary, it's called Theft by Deception. I just watched that tonight and it cleared a lot of these questions up for me. It's a really exhausting, actually, really like redundant legalese, just look into all these different sections of the law. It's probably unbearable for most people to look at. But it does make a point very clearly. It makes a case that initially the Constitution did not give the U.S. the power to tax generally most Americans' domestic income, that power was never gained even when the 16th Amendment was ratified, and that basically the IRC, the Internal Revenue Code, never contradicts, never tries to step outside of its power. But it started out like in the 30s, it was very clear about the limitations that most income that we have would not be taxed. And then over time, as they realized that pragmatically they would need to tax all this income even though they weren't legally allowed to do it, they started masking the truth. They started omitting sections, leaving them sort of implied, removing references to other sections so that it would be harder to find the legal definitions you're looking for. And so gradually you lost your way to determine what the code was really saying. So I invite you to watch that. I think it's very interesting. Theft by Deception documentary. And tell me what you think about that. Thank you.